Hello, everyone. If you missed our call this week, we actually did not record, mostly because we got a little personal in the beginning and actually was a really great conversation of those who attended, but it really wasn't worth recording. But Lydia and I, well, it was worth recording, but we wanted, keep some things private. Let's just say that if you had to be in the room, right, to know what was
Yeah,
going on.
more of a
But
one-on-one.
but we do want to recap some of the things that we shared. So some of our members this week just felt really overwhelmed, right? Getting overwhelmed in the aspect of being very connected to their business, right? We put our heart and our soul to then like over analyzing, overthinking all the things that we need to do when it comes to our content, to even psyching ourselves out of like getting into the technical piece. Now, what we found during that call, right, where sometimes we want to like skip some steps, so this is just a reminder, if you're feeling overwhelmed, I would ask you, or Lydia would ask you, she brought up a great question during the call, where are you at in the course, right? So we methodically put things in order the way we felt that would make the most sense. So, we've said this before, we're going to say it again. We didn't start with start doing all the technical things. Here's how you do this, cut this video this way, make sure, you have all of these things, have a scheduler, blah, blah, blah. Week one is really getting very specific about the things that you want to say, the things that you want to focus on, the things that are important to your business, right? And then even week two was just starting to think about how you would schedule those out. So when you start, you miss those two and you're ready to just start jumping in on editing that video. How long does it need to be? What social platform do I need to be on to have that, content out there? It's covered. Like it's covered. So don't jump ahead. So if you're feeling like you're trying to do all these things, the the format that we made, like there's a method to the madness.
Mhm.
And also too, Lydia was like super kind. I'm gonna give her the mic here in just 1 second. But remember to love yourself in this moment too, right? Like the world's not gonna blow up if you hit submit on the post that you're making. Uh, you know, well, are there haters and stuff out there? Sure. Right? Your post is not meant for every single person to love. There's nothing that we walk in a room and like everybody loves me, everybody likes me, everybody wants a piece of my business. Right? We don't do that in real life, so why would we think those same things for our social media posts? Right? So just love yourself a little bit in this space if you're feeling overwhelmed. I shared we feel these very same things even as social media marketers who do it for a living for other people. It can be really overwhelming and challenging, but this is the great thing about these calls. We called it the social media support group. They give you that breather, right, and the space to feel these things, but also help you go through and work through these things.
Absolutely. Yeah, just again, like look back at where you are in the course. If you were finished with the course or you're coming up towards the end, but you're still feeling pretty stuck, we did go over some recommendations for September, just some ideas to kind of kickstart you. My recommendation was to maybe do a reintroduction post, which is in the course as well. Coming out and just recapping who you are, what you offer, what you do, why it matters, how it helps people, because that can be something that's an everyday conversation. If so you meet somebody new and you shake their hand and they say, tell me what you do, that's what you would say. That could be a great starting point if you feel stuck, if you reach that roadblock. And then or for the month of September, using some ideas, for this is national month of this is the national day of this. It could be awareness, it could be community, events, things like that. And then just also again recapping, like don't feel like it has to be perfect. Don't feel like everything needs to be the best or the most this or this or this. Just start with one small project. If you only get one post this week done, then that's progress. And just even say, I need something so I can just stay active. I need to be in the algorithm. I need to be in the feed. If you haven't posted in a while and your social account is a little dead or not very active, it's time to put something up. It will help your engagement level get up and for people to actually see you in your feed. So, as always, though, you got this and we got you.
And not just for your algorithm, it's also good for you. A lot of times we call ourselves trainers. Like if it's a workout, right? It's one of those things. I think we've all been through a period in our lives, like we're so focused on whatever it is in workout, right? You're running, you're lifting, you're doing all these things, right? And it's like the best shape of your life. But I can all say we've probably all fallen off the bandwagon, right? So one day becomes 1 week, 1 week becomes 1 month becomes 1 year, right? I can keep going, right? So sometimes it's just taking that baby step to just to do one thing. We're not saying do all the things. We're saying focus on one thing, even if it's just a small post, not some curated video that has all the right things in it, but just a photo that the reintroducing yourself, a behind the scenes, photo. We again, Lydia mentioned we shared in today's group. There's literally a holiday of every single day, whether it's like National Cheeseburger Day to like something more like suicide awareness, right?
Mhm.
How can you tap into those things that already exist that maybe don't use a lot of brain power or use a lot of technical skills to kind of be seen, and also you get in that groove of creating content and then scheduling those posts out. So anyways, if you missed today's call, it was a really great call. We apologize. We did not record, but it was a little bit more sensitive, I think. And I just wanted to share some of those tidbits that we shared without calling anyone out or sharing, spilling their tea. So thank you for listening. We hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next Thursday.
See you next week.
Bye.